Top 25 Product Development Project Manager Interview Questions and Answers. In this video, we will explore the top 25 interview questions specifically tailored for product development project managers. These questions are designed to assess candidates' skills, experience, and approach to managing complex projects effectively. Alongside the questions, we will provide insightful answers to help candidates prepare thoroughly. This resource aims to enhance your confidence and readiness for the interview process, ensuring you make a strong impression. 1. Can you describe your experience with the product development lifecycle and how you have applied it in previous roles? In my previous roles, I have effectively navigated the product development lifecycle, from ideation through to launch and post-launch evaluation. This involves conducting market research to identify customer needs, collaborating with design and engineering teams to create prototypes, and iterating based on feedback. I prioritize user experience and functionality, ensuring alignment with business objectives. I have managed cross-functional teams, fostering communication to ensure milestones are met. Each phase is an opportunity to refine the product, ensuring it meets market demands while staying within budget and timeline constraints. 2. How do you prioritize features and requirements when developing a new product? When prioritizing features and requirements for a new product, I utilize a combination of methods. First, I gather input from stakeholders, including customers, sales, and development teams, ensuring all perspectives are considered. Next, I employ a prioritization framework, such as the MOSCOW method, must have, should have, could have, and won't have, to categorize features based on urgency and impact. I also analyze customer feedback and market trends to identify critical features that align with user needs. Regularly revisiting priorities ensures adaptability as new information arises during the development process. 3. What product development methodologies do you prefer, and why? In my experience, I prefer Agile methodologies, particularly Scrum, because they promote flexibility and iterative progress. This approach allows teams to adapt quickly to changing requirements and customer feedback. The emphasis on collaboration and frequent communication enhances team dynamics and ensures alignment with project goals. Additionally, the use of sprints enables us to deliver incremental updates, making it easier to track progress and make necessary adjustments. Agile fosters a culture of continuous improvement, which is vital in today's fast-paced market environment. 4. Can you provide an example of a challenging product development project you managed and how you overcame obstacles? In a previous role, I led the development of a mobile application that aimed to streamline customer interactions. Midway through, we faced significant technical challenges due to integration issues with existing systems. To address this, I organized cross-functional workshops that brought together developers, designers, and stakeholders. We brainstormed solutions and prioritized the most critical features for the M versus P. By fostering open communication and collaboration, we were able to pivot quickly, resolve the issues, and successfully launch the app, exceeding user adoption targets within the first month. 5. How do you ensure effective communication and collaboration among cross-functional teams? Effective communication and collaboration among cross-functional teams are critical for successful product development. I establish regular check-ins and encourage open dialogue to ensure everyone is aligned on project goals and timelines. Utilizing collaborative tools like Slack or Trello facilitates real-time updates and feedback. I also promote an inclusive culture where team members feel comfortable sharing ideas and concerns. By actively listening and addressing any issues promptly, I help create a cohesive environment that fosters teamwork and drives project success. 6. What tools and software do you use for product management, and how do they enhance your workflow? In my experience, I utilize a variety of tools for product management, including Jira for tracking tasks and managing workflows, Trello for visual project management, and Confluence for documentation. These tools enhance my workflow by providing a centralized platform for collaboration, ensuring that all team members are aligned and can easily access relevant information. Additionally, I use analytics tools like Google Analytics and Mixpanel to gather data on user behavior, enabling data-driven decisions that inform product enhancements and feature prioritization. 7. How do you gather and incorporate customer feedback into the product development process? Gathering customer feedback is essential for aligning product development with user needs. I typically utilize various methods such as surveys, interviews, and usability testing to collect insights directly from customers. After analyzing this feedback, I prioritize changes based on their impact and feasibility. This feedback loop is integrated into regular product reviews, ensuring ongoing adjustments. Collaborating with customer support teams also provides valuable insights, as they often have first-hand knowledge of user pain points. This ensures that the final product resonates well with its intended audience. 8. Describe a time when you had to make a difficult decision regarding a product feature or direction. What was the outcome? During a product development phase, we faced a critical decision about whether to include a high-demand feature that required significant resources. After thorough analysis, I chose not to proceed with the feature due to potential delays in our timeline and the risk of compromising other essential functionalities. I communicated this decision transparently to the team and stakeholders, focusing on maintaining our product's integrity. Ultimately, this allowed us to launch on time, and customer feedback praised the core functionalities we prioritized, leading to successful adoption and positive reviews. 9. How do you measure the success of a product after its launch? Measuring product success post-launch involves several key metrics. First, I analyze user engagement data, including active users, session duration, and retention rates. This helps gauge how well the product meets user needs. I also review customer feedback and satisfaction scores, such as Net Promoter Score, NPS, and Customer Satisfaction, CSAT, ratings. Additionally, I track sales performance against targets and market share growth. Finally, I look at the achievement of specific goals set during development, ensuring alignment with business objectives. These insights guide future improvements and iterations. 10. What strategies do you use to stay updated on industry trends and emerging technologies? Staying updated on industry trends and emerging technologies involves a multifaceted approach. I regularly read relevant blogs, attend webinars, and participate in industry conferences to gain insights. Networking with peers and thought leaders also provides valuable perspectives. Additionally, I subscribe to newsletters and follow influential figures on social media platforms. Engaging in online communities and forums allows for discussions about innovations and best practices. Lastly, I allocate time each week for research, enabling me to explore new tools and methodologies that can enhance product development. 11. How do you handle conflicts within your team or with stakeholders during the product development process? During conflicts, I prioritize open communication and active listening. I encourage team members to express their concerns and perspectives while ensuring that everyone feels heard. I facilitate discussions by focusing on the issues rather than personal differences, guiding the conversation towards finding common ground. When working with stakeholders, I aim to understand their objectives and align them with the team's goals. If necessary, I involve a neutral third party to mediate. Ultimately, my goal is to create a collaborative environment where conflicts lead to constructive solutions rather than disruptions. 12. Can you discuss your experience with Agile or Scrum methodologies in product development? Agile and Scrum methodologies have been instrumental in my approach to product development. I have worked on several projects where we implemented Scrum to enhance collaboration and adaptability. By conducting regular sprints and stand-up meetings, we ensured that the team remained aligned on goals and could quickly address any obstacles. This iterative process allowed us to incorporate feedback from stakeholders effectively, leading to a product that better met user needs. Additionally, Agile principles help foster a culture of continuous improvement, enabling the team to learn and adapt throughout the project lifecycle. 13. How do you balance innovation with practicality when developing new products? Balancing innovation with practicality starts with understanding the market needs while keeping an eye on technical feasibility. I prioritize features that not only excite users but also deliver real value. Regular feedback sessions with stakeholders help gauge what is possible versus what is visionary. Developing prototypes allows for testing innovative ideas in a practical context, ensuring they align with user expectations and business goals. By fostering an environment where creative thinking is encouraged while also adhering to constraints, I can create products that push boundaries without losing sight of functionality and usability. 14. Describe a situation where you had to pivot a product strategy. What led to that decision? In a previous role, we launched a mobile app designed for personal finance management. Initially, our focus was on budgeting features, but user feedback revealed a strong demand for investment tracking capabilities. Analyzing usage data indicated that over 60% of our users wanted investment tools. To pivot our strategy, we conducted a series of customer interviews and competitive analyses, which affirmed the shift. We reallocated resources to enhance the app's investment features, leading to a 30% increase in user engagement and positive feedback on the new functionalities. 15. How do you approach risk management in product development? Risk management in product development involves identifying, assessing, and mitigating potential risks that could impact project success. I begin by conducting a thorough risk assessment during the planning phase, involving stakeholders to gather diverse perspectives. Once risks are identified, I prioritize them based on their potential impact and likelihood. I develop mitigation strategies for high-priority risks, ensuring that contingency plans are in place. Regularly monitoring risks throughout the project allows for timely adjustments, fostering a proactive environment. Open communication with the team ensures everyone is aware of risks and their roles in managing them effectively. 16. What role does data analysis play in your decision-making process for product development? Data analysis is crucial in my decision-making process for product development. It allows me to identify trends, understand customer needs, and measure the effectiveness of features. By analyzing user data and feedback, I can prioritize enhancements that align with user expectations and market demands. Additionally, I use metrics to assess performance against key performance indicators, KPIs, ensuring that each iteration is data-informed. This approach not only reduces the risk of developing features that do not resonate with users but also enhances the product's market fit and success rate. 17. How do you ensure that your product aligns with the business strategy and goals? To ensure alignment with business strategy and goals, I start by deeply understanding the organization's vision and mission. I engage with key stakeholders to identify priorities and strategic objectives. During the product development process, I regularly reference these objectives to evaluate product features and requirements. Utilizing metrics and KPIs, I assess how the product contributes to strategic goals, making adjustments as necessary. This ensures that the product not only meets market needs but also drives the company's broader ambitions, creating a cohesive roadmap for success. 18. Can you share an example of how you have successfully launched a product to market? One notable product launch involved a mobile application aimed at improving personal finance management. I led a cross-functional team through the development process, ensuring regular feedback loops with potential users. We conducted beta testing, which provided vital insights that helped refine the app's features. Upon launch, I organized a marketing campaign utilizing social media and partnerships with financial influencers. The app received positive reviews and quickly gained traction in the market, exceeding our initial download goals by 150% within the first 3 months. 19. How do you mentor and develop junior team members in product development? Mentoring junior team members involves a blend of guidance, support, and hands-on experience. I typically start by assessing their strengths and areas for improvement, then tailor mentorship to their needs. Regular one-on-one meetings help establish trust and open communication. I encourage them to take on challenging tasks while providing constructive feedback. Additionally, I promote knowledge sharing through collaborative projects and workshops. This approach not only enhances their skills but also fosters a culture of continuous learning within the team. 20. What is your approach to stakeholder management throughout the product development process? Effective stakeholder management is crucial in product development. I prioritize open communication, ensuring stakeholders are informed and engaged throughout the process. Regular updates and feedback sessions help align expectations and gather insights. I utilize stakeholder mapping to identify key players and their interests, tailoring my approach to address their needs. Building strong relationships fosters trust, making it easier to navigate conflicts or changes. I also advocate for stakeholder involvement in decision-making, which promotes a sense of ownership and commitment to the product's success. 21. How do you handle tight deadlines and pressure during product development? Handling tight deadlines and pressure in product development requires a strategic approach. First, I prioritize tasks based on their impact and urgency, ensuring that the most critical features are addressed first. Establishing clear communication within the team is essential. I maintain regular check-ins to monitor progress and address any roadblocks promptly. Additionally, I foster a supportive environment, encouraging team members to voice concerns and collaborate on solutions. When necessary, I advocate for realistic timelines, balancing quality with speed, while remaining flexible to adapt as challenges arise. 22. Can you discuss a time when you had to advocate for a product or feature that faced resistance? In my previous role, I encountered resistance when proposing a new feature that enhanced user engagement. The team was concerned about resource allocation and potential risks. I organized a presentation highlighting user research, competitive analysis, and projected ROI. I collaborated with key stakeholders, addressing their concerns and demonstrating the feature's alignment with business goals. After extensive discussions, the team agreed to a pilot phase, which ultimately led to positive user feedback and increased adoption rates. This experience taught me the importance of clear communication and data-driven advocacy. 23. How do you ensure that your product meets regulatory and compliance standards? Ensuring product compliance involves several key steps. First, I conduct thorough research to understand the relevant regulations and standards that apply to the product. Collaboration with legal and compliance teams is crucial throughout the development process. I integrate compliance checks at each stage of development, from concept to launch. Regular audits and reviews help maintain adherence to standards. Additionally, I ensure that all team members are trained on compliance requirements, fostering a culture of accountability. This proactive approach minimizes risks and enhances product integrity. 24. What techniques do you use to foster creativity and innovation within your team? To foster creativity and innovation within my team, I implement several techniques. First, I encourage open brainstorming sessions where all ideas are welcome, creating an inclusive environment. I also promote cross-functional collaboration, allowing team members to gain insights from different perspectives. Regularly scheduled innovation workshops help spark fresh ideas and challenge conventional thinking. Providing time for personal projects can also inspire creativity. Lastly, I recognize and celebrate innovative contributions, reinforcing a culture that values experimentation and risk-taking. 25. How do you evaluate and select vendors or partners for product development projects? Selecting vendors or partners requires a structured approach. First, I define the project requirements and criteria for evaluation, including experience, expertise, and cultural fit. Next, I conduct market research to identify potential vendors, followed by a request for proposals, RFP, to gather detailed information. I assess their past performance through case studies and references, ensuring they have relevant industry experience. After shortlisting, I conduct interviews and possibly a pilot project to evaluate their capabilities. Finally, I consider cost-effectiveness and alignment with our project goals before making a decision. As we wrap up our exploration of the top 25 product development project manager interview questions and answers, it's clear that preparation is key to success in these interviews. Understanding what employers are looking for can significantly enhance your chances of landing the job. Remember to tailor your responses to reflect your unique experiences and skills. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more insightful content on project management and career development.